files into JPEGs, if you have already a PSD, a PSD is always preferred because it has all the layers saved and you can get into it and start just in case if you want to change some things, you always have the option to do that. So why should you change it into a JPEG? Now the reason is PSDs create a huge file size, okay? So say if you were working for someone and you were about to give your final effect or final, file to your client or say to your friend, you cannot do that by a PSD because PSDs go in 100, 200 MBs and that's not very, efficient to send over. And the other reason is that PSDs are specifically made for Photoshop. So a lot of people may not have Photoshop. You have a Photoshop because you're a designer, maybe you are into the editing world, but your friend or your client is not into editing world, so he may not have Photoshop. And if you send him a PSD, he may not be able to open it. But instead, if you were to send a JPEG, the file size is really small, okay? The quality is really great, and so there is no loss in the quality. And JPEGs can be opened by any kind of operating system. So say if you were sending it to a Mac user or to a Windows user, that really doesn't matter. JPEGs can be opened by a normal default OS opener. So how can you change your PSDs into JPEGs? So go to File, Save As, and then you can navigate to the place where you want to save. You can give your file a name, and now this is important. By default, the format is going to be PSD. You have to change this by clicking on this arrow, or you can just click over here, somewhere over here, and change it into JPEG. And this is how you can save. And if you just click save, and one more dialog box will pop up. Keep the quality at 12, but sometimes what happens, when you're working for a client and you want to email him or her, some photographs, some email providers have this limitation that you cannot send a file that is bigger than 25 or exceeds the 25 MB limit. So that time you may want to check up with this quality. Like for example, I'm working on this YouTube layout right now, and you can see that the YouTube doesn't not accept anything that is bigger or larger than 1 MB. So you can see I have to reduce the quality to 11, and then it will become 720 KB. So you can just click OK. You can check out the file, just click OK, and then you have created a nice JPEG. But there are a few limitations to JPEG also. JPEGs cannot be edited. So for example, right now I had to use a lot of layers to create this full effect. This layout, you can see these text layers. Right now, if I want, I can choose to change these words. I can choose to do some more changes in this final file. But if I was working on a JPEG, I could not have done this. If I was to import this into Photoshop, this will come as one single layer file. So that's one limitation. So what I'm advising you to do is save your final file as a JPEG. So if just in case if you want to upload it to Facebook, send it via Gmail, Yahoo Mail, Twitter, etc. And then you want to show it to your friends, maybe, so save it as a JPEG, but always keep a PSD file also, just in case if you ever need to make any changes to the final file. Okay, so thank you for watching my video, and this is how you can save your PSD work into JPEGs. And thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to this channel. I will see you all next time in my next video. Thank you.